Good evening everyone. I am the right way round on this video. We've been having all sorts of fun and games with Facebook Live and getting it to film me the right way round and not that I'm sideways, but hopefully this one I am the right way up. Thanks for joining me for my weekly Facebook Live chat. And basically tonight I'm going to be talking about Wimbledon. I hope you all enjoyed the tennis the last couple of weeks, and especially Andy Murray's victory on Sunday on centre court. I was in the really fortunate position of getting tickets last Friday for court 1, where I got to see the Williams sisters play doubles and some other matches as well, and Andy was playing his semi-final on centre court, so it was really good to be around the atmosphere when that was going on. But one of the things that I was really impressed with is how Wimbledon manages to communicate its brand literally through every part of their tournament, and also from the moment you literally step off the train at Wimbledon train station. So I wanted to talk a little bit more about that, because there's certain stuff that we can apply. Obviously Wimbledon is a massive organisation, big huge machine, and sometimes it can be difficult to see how we can apply that to our sort of smaller businesses, but there's certainly stuff that we can take on board and think about here. So I said it started from the moment you stepped off the train. So we got the train to Wimbledon, we stepped off, and immediately there is an information desk for Wimbledon that you can go up to and find out what you need to know about the tournament and getting there from the station. There are people outside pointing you towards the buses, which are lovely old-fashioned route master buses, so it's a lovely journey up there. There's also people directing you to taxis, and also people handing out walking maps, because if you want to walk up there it's a little bit of a trek. It's not obvious, but they were there on hand with maps. So immediately you feel welcomed, you're getting a good impression of the brand, and you feel relaxed that you're going to get there in sort of good time and with ease. So that was the first really good impression. All the shops and bars and cafes get really involved in Wimbledon Fortnight in both Wimbledon and Wimbledon Village. They deck their shop fronts out, they do some lovely displays. So it really feels that the community, who are stakeholders, you know, it does affect them, the 2 weeks of the tournament, they really get on board as well. So it's a really good feeling before you've even reached the venue. When you do reach the venue, you're greeted by uniformed sort of veteran members, I'm sure, of the Lawn Tennis Association, who are dressed in fantastic Wimbledon uniforms. They've all got a smile on their face. They're all really, you know, knowledgeable about what you're going to be doing that day. And there's lots of sort of uniformed armed forces and emergency services personnel who act as sort of, I suppose for want of a better word, ushers on the day. So you get a really good sense of security and that people know what they're doing. So again, they're great brand advocates for the Wimbledon brand. And then the brand filters through everything they do. So you walk in, the floral displays are amazing in the Wimbledon colours, purple and green and white. It makes the place look amazing before you've even stepped on the court. And then there's the ball boys and officials. Now, there was controversy when they changed their uniforms a couple of years back. Ralph Lauren designed them, and they went to sort of like a navy and a cream colour scheme. And a lot of people were like, well, that's not Wimbledon colours, but it's the subtleties in that design that you see once you're actually there. And what you do see is when the ball boy lifts up their arm, there is a green stripe going down. So every time they lift to throw the ball, you see that coming through. The officials, the line judges, the umpires, they have a belt that they wear that is green and purple. So again, the Wimbledon colours coming through here. The ball boys have the logo on the back of their polo shirts. Obviously a lot of the ones at the net, that's what you're seeing most of. So there's just those subtle things, which is part of a good design, that's sort of echoing through their uniforms, which to start with may seem off brand, but they complement it so well. So the brand is not just the logo there, it's not just the colours, but it is the whole feeling of being at Wimbledon during the championships. It's a good feeling. From the station onwards, you feel like they really want you to have a good day and have a good experience with them. All the staff on the food and drink outlets are very well presented, very personable, and you hear them chatting about things that have happened in the 2 weeks. They really are great brand advocates for Wimbledon itself. And that is really what it's all about. It's not just about the things that you do with your design and your logos. It's about that feeling you create with your customers, with your staff, with anybody that's involved and has a stake in your business. As I said, you know, it sort of carries into the shops and businesses around Wimbledon that really get on board and deck out their fronts to support that event. Obviously it brings great business to them as well, but there is a really good feeling around that brand, and you know, it was just sort of clear to me, and I wanted to talk to you about it. What we've got next Monday is a talk on a very popular local brand to the Guildford area. We have Silent Pool Gin coming in to talk about their rise in their business. They started about 3 years ago, and they produce this gin locally up at Silent Pool, just on the A25. It's got a gorgeous bottle. The branding looks lovely, but again, it's just a great feeling they're sort of producing around their brand. So they're going to be coming in and talking to us about how they've done that. And you know, some of the mistakes they've made, how they've overcome them, and how they've coped with rapid growth, because that can be quite often a problem for small businesses when they grow quickly. So it's going to be a really interesting talk. So I hope you can join us. You can book on via the Facebook page or our website. And we're just about to do a draw for a free FlexiPass. I was at the Digital Surrey event last week. We sponsored that, and we had several people entering to win a FlexiPass. I'm going to make that draw now. Let me just grab the box and give them all a shake. Here we go. Here's the box with them all in. Let me dip in. I've got one here. Get that out of the way. And the winner of the FlexiPass is, I'm not sure you can see, there's probably mirror writing here, but it's Sarah Orchard. I will be in touch with her to give her the free FlexiPass. But again, anybody's welcome along any Monday morning to come and see us. We're at the Wayside from 9 AM for breakfast and coffee, and our talks start at 10. We'd love to see you, so it'd be great to see any of you along. And yeah, look out for our next Facebook live stream next Tuesday at 7:30. Have a great evening.